Rama Rama Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Shri Lord Nityananda Transcendental Appearance Day Mahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna. So, we would like to welcome all the devotees today to our special program on Lord Nityananda's Transcendental Appearance Day. Um, and the leaders would share their realizations. And as I have requested them, that it is very easy for people to Google, get information, and share it. Yeah, it's going to be even more easier now because you don't even require a mobile phone to search the web. You just require to wear your goggles, and you can search the web. You can be in this world and online also together. So your mind is going to be very confused, but that's what our world is going to come to. Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, would always insist. In fact, Maharaj were absolutely against computers. I remember when computers came, laptops came, So Maharaj were very much against it. Maharaj did not even keep a computer. And only thing when devotees then showed to Maharaj, we've got the whole Bhagavad Gita in this and Bhagavatam in this, in the Veda base. We can search it out, search the verse. Maharaj, then that is all right. Otherwise, it is all nonsense, Maharaj would say. Maharaj said that everything is in the encyclopedia is there on the computer. Everything is on the computer, but nothing is in the brain. The brain is empty. And that is quite true. And now more and more, the brain is going to become more and more empty. I do not know. But now people's concentration is less than 6 seconds, maximum 6 seconds. Try it. Try to concentrate and see how the mind takes you away within 6 seconds. We always defeated. Now I do not know. Nobody will be able to concentrate anywhere with this goggles thing. My son was showing me today. God. And people are very happy. Oh, very nice. It is so good. You can be online also by this and that. You will do. So everybody will be wearing goggles and doing all these things. And other people are not looking at each other. Nowadays, people look on the mobile phone like this and don't look at each other. Then they'll be sitting, crowd of 100 people in a room, and everybody is wearing goggles and everybody is doing their own things. Nobody's interacting with each other. It's complete bogus. Total bogus. What's this called? Google? What's it called? No, it's called Apple. What's it called?
Vision Pro, it's called.
Vision Pro.
Yeah, Vision Pro. Pro. Bro has become pro. We are finished. Well, it's going to be helpful, no doubt about it. So helpful for what? Ultimately, you have to eat food. So food has to be grown. You can't have it on Vision Pro. God, these are all catches of Maya. Total catches of Maya. Madness. Anyway, so I requested the devotees in the leaders program that you must, whatever we know, we have studied Bhagavad Gita, we may have studied Bhagavatam, and in that there will be references which we can relate to the character of Lord Nityananda. And we share those realizations. We don't have to show ourselves to be big pandits. Anybody can be big pandit by going, Googling and speaking on it. Yeah, sometimes in preaching you have to do. You have to do in preaching sometimes. I've done it. But only to the extent. Now that we have grown enough, I would want that devotees take extra efforts and think and correlate the knowledge which we have got, which we acquired through our own reading, and bring into the pastimes of the Lord. So I'm very happy that many devotees will be speaking that way in the leaders group. So it will be leaders program. They'll be sharing the realizations. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Who would like to share your realizations, please? So we are the first to do so. Please feel free.
Hare
And
Krishna.
please, yep, switch on your cameras, please. Thank you very much. Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Hare Krishna. I'd like to share my realization first. I've made some
Okay.
notes.
Can you make me a host, please, Krishna? Sorry.
Yes, it's on YouTube at the moment, but
Yeah,
we have to
okay.
post on Facebook. I'll just make you host.
Yeah, please. Please make me host. Thank you. So I can share things, you know. I can show your face, otherwise it will not come.
One sec.
Thank you very much. Okay, Krishnadas is yours. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Lord Nityananda's Transcendental Appearance Day. Ki Jai. Um, so I've just made some notes on my computer. But the one pastime that is very synonymous with Lord Nityananda and big learning that we get from Lord Nityananda is from the pastime of Jagai and Madai. And through that, how Lord Nityananda is actually the original spiritual master. So I'm sure that a lot of us have heard of the pastime and have meditated on the pastime, but I'll just briefly overview the pastime of Jagai and Madai and the importance of Lord Nityananda, um, not just then, but also what we can learn from, or what I can learn from today, in this day and age. So, Jigar and Madai um, were causing a commotion on the street, and they were acting in a very degraded way, and they were drunk. They were drunkards. Um, and when Lord Nityananda was looking for the cause of this commotion on the street, he came across these two brothers, Jigar and Madai. Um, and he asked them, to chant Hare Krishna. But in a fit of rage, uh, they threw a pot uh, at Lord Nityananda's head, and he was bleeding. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know of this, he got very, very angry. And he went there and he actually brought his Sudarshan Chakra and was going to kill them. But Lord Nityananda implored Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to save these devotees, to save these two, Jagan and Madai, and again requested them to chant Hare Krishna and to come to their senses. And seeing this, Jagan and Madai, they came to their senses and they immediately begged for forgiveness. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was still not ready to do so, but Lord Nityananda was reminding Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of his mission of coming down here to deliver all people from every town and village all over the world. And so they surrendered unto both Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. And ultimately, they were liberated due to the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Um, and so, Lord Nityananda is the original spiritual master. Um, and there's so much learning that we can, take from this, because uh, as the original spiritual master, it was also the original, along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're preaching. This is a prime example of the importance and of preaching and how one must preach. Um, Lord Nityananda risked his life actually to preach to these two, um, people in a degraded condition. And those who were actually rejected by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, were rejected by the Lord. Despite being rejected by the Lord, Lord Nityananda preached to them and asked for them to be delivered. And so the Lord does know that all fallen souls want to come back, need to come back home, back to Godhead. And so the devotees of the Lord try to get these people, get everyone in that condition, to any conditioned soul, to take them back home, back to Godhead. And Lord Nityananda is the example of that. And so for us in terms of devotional service and preaching, we must understand that we must try to, or at least I must try to take that mercy of Lord Nityananda and learn and try to represent that teaching of Lord Nityananda in preaching, in our preaching work, in our devotional service. That we must be fully committed to Krishna consciousness, despite any provocation, despite any agitation, despite anything that can happen in the course of preaching, which, to an extent, to a capacity, we have experienced, and also a lot of things can be experienced in the future as well. But this mercy and this deliverance that Lord Nityananda, that quality that he showed, is very relevant and very important, a very important takeaway. That even despite Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being ready to kill them, rejecting them, so-called, in terms of the pastime, rejecting them, but still Lord Nityananda was saying, no, you must deliver them. That is your mission. So the devotee of the Lord is more merciful, very merciful. And sometimes in this case, Lord Nityananda was merciful, even more merciful than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that respect. And so that's why preaching is so important. That that action is what will save any people from every town and village in any condition. So and we know that Lord Nityananda could have defended himself if he wanted to, but he didn't. And instead he gave them Krishna consciousness even at that position. So again, a very, very important lesson. And as I mentioned, some very important teaching points in terms of preaching as well. In conditions that are not suitable, or in conditions that are adverse, we can look at Lord Nityananda for inspiration and for his mercy, and pray to Lord Nityananda to help us in our preaching. So it's very relevant to what we are trying to do, and the mood that we have. It's that preaching is the essence, and that is also what Srila Prabhupada has said in the past as well. And I'm sure Srila Prabhupada has also mentioned Lord Nityananda as very important personality to look for mercy and preaching. So that is my realization. Lord Nityananda ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Lord Nityananda Mahajan, Transcendental Parents Day Mahotsav ki jai. Thank you very much, Krishnadas, for starting off, especially with the youth group. Wonderful. Okay, who would like to continue? Please join in. Please continue. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, please continue, Prabhuji. Please continue. Go ahead for me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Krishna Prabhu, for a nice realization. And thank you, His Grace Amrish Prabhu and Her Grace Purna Pragya Devi Dasi Mataji for organizing this wonderful program for on Sri Nityananda appearance, and this is very auspicious occasion. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu is Balram himself, and as Prabhuji sent this prayer that we sing every morning, it's describing those 12 names of Lord Nityananda, and it's describing the different qualities of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is I was listening to Srila Prabhupada's lecture, and Srila Prabhupada was explaining in the purport that Vrajendra Nandana Jai Sachisuta Haila Sai Balaram Haila Nitai. So who was formerly the son of Nanda Maharaj, he has appeared as the son of Sachidevi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Balaram is Nityananda Prabhu. So Bala means strength. So this is the spiritual strength we're talking about. So we have to take shelter of Balaram. Balaram is Guru Tattva. He's a Adi Guru. So Balaram Haila Nitai. So on the if we take the shelter of lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, we will get spiritual strength. So there is a reference in Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 verse 27. It says, Prakriti kriya manani gunahi karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. The spirit soul bewildered by the influence of false ego thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. So because of this ahankara vimudha, bewildered by false ego, we are suffering and spiritually weak. So one may be fallen or patit, but after coming under the shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he will get delivered. Lord Nityananda is called Patit Pavan. And the famous pastimes of Lord Nityananda, where he showed mercy on Jagai and Madhai, and His Grace Krishna Prabhu explained this pastime. So where Jagai and Madhai they were patit, and after that mercy, receiving the mercy of Lord Nityananda, they became good devotees. So Srila Prabhupada said that Lord Nityananda's mercy has no limit. So how we should understand this? Yes, we are following Krishna consciousness and devotion service. And because of causeless mercy of Lord Nityananda and Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. But he is original Guru. And why we get spiritual weakness? Why this weakness comes? I have realized that the Lord is Patit Pavan, but not cunning Pavan. So if we are becoming cunning, or we are sort of looking shortcuts, and then it's like cheating, we're not following sincerely. So once we are surrendered or take shelter, then it's our utmost duty to not let weakness comes in our heart. That is the sincere effort which attracts the Lord. Because one of the transcendental mellow Guru Maharaj was saying that the attempt to control our senses that attracts the Lord. So when we putting our effort, the sincere effort, that will attract the Lord's mercy. So we have anarthas, but to get purified, we follow the instructions very sincerely. And this weakness of the heart is also talked about in Bhagavad Gita in the beginning, chapter 2, verse 7, where Arjuna is saying, Karpanya doso pahata swabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma sammamudha chetaha yachreyas श्यान निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते अहम साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So Arjun also got here this miserly weakness, but he at once took the shelter of lotus feet of the Lord Krishna and accepted him his guru. So this shows that Arjun was the best candidate to receive the instructions. And if we also follow the footsteps of Arjuna and accept the instructions in Bhagavad Gita, then we also get over this weakness of the heart. So and Srila Prabhupada gave us so many books that full of spiritual knowledge and easily available to us. So this is all Lord Nityananda Prabhu's mercy and Srila Prabhupada's causeless mercy. So we are struggling in this material world for existence, and this struggle is blazing fire. But only shelter of Lord Nityananda's lotus feet can give relief. This is actually Srila Prabhupada mentioned in one of the Vaishnava song by Narottama Das Thakur, Nitaya Pada Kamala, in which it is described that the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are like soothing moonlight. Not only one, but millions of soothing shine and millions of moons. So in this blazing fire of material world, if we take shelter of Lord Nityananda's Pada Kamala, then it will be soothing. It will be giving us relief. And I would like to read that those 12 names of Lord Nityananda that Prabhuji sent. Nityananda Avadhutendu Vasudha Prana Vallabha Janavi Jivitapatihi Krishna Prema Pada Prabhu Padmavat Sut Sriman Sachinandana Purvaja Bhavona Jagatrata Bhavona Matto Jagatrata Rakta Gaura Kalevaraha Shri Nitya Chandrasya Nityananda Chandrasya Namadvadashakam Subham Ya idam pratyaham pratah prati uthaya pathen naraha sa kalesha rahito bhutva prapannuya swamanoratham turnam chaitanya devasya karuna bhajanam bhavet. So this in the end it says turnam chaitanya devasya karuna bhajanam bhavet. So we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very fast if we comes under the shelter of Lord Nityanand Prabhu's lotus feet. So he's very merciful, very because as Prabhuji explained that the preaching is the mood, is mood is preaching, distributing the Krishna Prem. Is distributing his preaching to every patit, every fallen souls. So we all like I'm very, very fallen. So Lord Nityanand Prabhu is the savior. So he's Patit Pawan on this world. So that's what I realized, Prabhuji, for today's uh, very auspicious day. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Nityanand Prabhu ki jai. Nityanand
Yeah,
Ram ki jai.
Jai. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice, very nice. See, this is how we can bring, our own knowledge. There is no need to jump around, no need for it. Very nice. All the best, all the best. Okay, who would like to go
I
next?
like
Hare
this.
Krishna.
I like this song, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
But I was attempting to sing, but I'm not very good singer. But it's a very good song of Narottam Das that Srila Prabhupada.
Which one?
The Nitai Pada Kamala,
Yeah. Nitai
Koti Chandra.
Padakamala.
It's
Yeah.
a different tune. Yes,
Yeah.
so bit hard.
Maybe we should, in the next Vaishnava song program, if you can remind,
Yes,
then we can sing that,
yes,
It's very
Prabhuji.
nice.
It's
It's very
very,
nice.
very melodious. Yes,
Melodious.
thank you.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Yes, please. Hare Krishna. Please continue.
Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you, His Grace Ambrish Prabhu, His Grace Panpagya, Her Grace Panpagya Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhu for giving us opportunity to share our realization on the very auspicious appearance day of Lord Nityananda, which happened on the 22nd. So we're having this program today. So first, I would like to start my realization with singing those 12 auspicious names of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Nityanando Vadutendura Vasuda Prana Vallabha Jahanvi Jivitapati Krishna Prema Prada Prabhu Padmavati Suta Shriman Sachinandana Purvajaha Bhavo Namato Jagat Tatra Rakta Gaura Kalevara Sri Nityananda Chandrasya Nama Dvadashakam Shubham या इदं प्रत्याहं प्रत्यह प्रतियुत्थाय पतेन नरः सक्लेशरहितो भूत्वा प्राप्नुयात् सो मनोरथम् तुर्नाम चैतन्यदेवस्य करुणाभजनाम भावित Lord Nityanand Prabhu ki jai. So, as you know, His Grace Sanjay Prabhu also shared. So my realization along the similar lines, little bit different. So Lord Nityanand Prabhu is a incarnation of Lord Balram himself, who's the first expansion of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we discussed this many times. There is not much difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Balram, except few things. And Lord Balram is called second body. So Lord Nityanand is the incarnation of Lord Balram. So it's very important personality. So I was meditating, and this prayer that we had just sung, so this was shared by Amrish Babu, I think many years ago. So at that time, when I read the translation, so I shared this before as well, and it was very important prayer, and if you sing with lot of faith, then any difficulties on your devotional path will be certainly be removed. So even at that time, I didn't know much about Lord Nityanand, but I sang these prayers, in the morning, and I got my own personal realization that actually, you receive the mercy of Lord Nityanand, even if you don't know anything about him. So this is very revealing. So that's why this particular, Lord Nityanand Prabhu is very, very merciful. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called, he's the most munificent incarnation. And Lord Nityanand, it is said that there is no bound to his mercy. So and Srila Prabhupada says that if you really want to progress, then we should get hold of Lord Nityanand Prabhu's lotus feet, and that is very important. And he's the Guru Tattva. He's the original spiritual master. So Srila Prabhupada says that so spiritual master is actually representing Lord Nityanand Prabhu. There is no one spiritual master, two spiritual master, your spiritual master, my guru. It's nothing like that. Anyone who is actually preaching the glories of Lord Sri Krishna, in the Guru Shish Parampara, they're actually representing the Guru Tattva, Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So when we preach, I think there is a great responsibility, how we speak, or actually we have to make sure that we only speak what our previous Acharya, Srila Prabhupada has spoken, Srila Gurudaya has spoken. So that is very, very important. Otherwise, then we are committing the offenses if you are actually bringing our own interpretation. Because Srila Prabhupada says that actually what he has written in Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam or other his books, he said there is no need to derive any meaning. My purpose are my meaning. So actually, we should understand the purport and speak the same things. So that is actually what I realized, while meditating on Lord Nityanand Prabhu. So Johan, actually, during puja, we sing this during full arti. So those prayers also describes, actually the qualities of Lord Nityanand. Guru Ashtakam. Samsara dava nalalita loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunanavasya vande guru Shri Charanaravindam. The spiritual master is receiving the benediction from the ocean of mercy. Just as the cloud pours water on a forest fire to extinguish it, so the spiritual master delivers materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of spiritual master, who is an ocean of auspicious qualities. So here, as I was also listening to Srila Prabhupada, actually when he gave the lecture on Nityananda Trayodashi, where Srila Prabhupada mentioned this prayer, Nitaya Padakamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala. So it was very engaging lecture. I was listening and I didn't stop until its end. And Srila Prabhupada says that, and what is here actually says in this translation as well, that we're all suffering. Srila Prabhupada says that material existence means anxiety. Everybody is in anxiety. You go and ask ant, you go and ask elephant, or any living entity, are you free from anxiety? No one is free. And we don't need to go and ask. We ask ourselves and we get the answer. Yes, I'm not free from anxiety. So that's the truth. And Srila Prabhupada says that there's only one, actually solution here is that actually we should actually hold on to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, where it says that it's a Koti Chandra Sushitala. So Srila Prabhupada says, just like during the summer, we get very exhausted by the extreme heat and all, exhaustion we experience. But in the night, when the moon is out in a clear sky, we feel, very calm. All that actually tiredness goes away. So actually the solution here for our material miseries is to actually follow our Guru Shishya Parampara and hold on to the feet of Lord Nityananda. So basically, we serve our spiritual master very nicely. So we actually can able to actually get out of this anxiety. So Srila Prabhupada explained that very, very nicely, and it made very sense. So even when we sing this prayer during the Aarti every time, but actually we have to remind ourselves of the meaning what we're singing every day. So actually that will actually make us, even more sincere in the actually deity worship. Because sometimes actually it become a routine, we sing because we remember all the prayers and we do not really pay attention on what actually we're singing. So this is basically glorification of Guru Tattva, who's actually engaging us in a deity worship and a direct service of Shri Radha Krishna. So, and Srila Prabhupada actually I was reading, and Srila Prabhupada was actually, he wrote a letter to his disciple. I think his Makhanlal Prabhu. He responded, where he asked the question, actually, how to please Lord Nityananda. So Srila Prabhupada wrote a letter where he says Nityananda is a Guru Tattva, original spiritual master. So if you want to please Lord Nityananda, you have to actually please your spiritual master. You have to serve him very nicely. Take his instruction as a life breath, and then Lord Nityananda Prabhu will very much pleased with you. So, as Srila Prabhupada is actually greatest example, right? So Srila Prabhupada actually took the orders of his spiritual master, and that's how this actually the Hare Krishna movement began. Srila Prabhupada actually he traveled to America in such advanced age, and we know the actually whole story. So this is very important. So Nityananda Prabhu is very, very merciful, but I think he's a Guru Tattva. So actually the mood of Hare Krishna WECAN is a preaching. So preaching is very important, as it is mentioned Bhagavad Gita, in many verses. So actually we should be very close to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So actually we can actually get the spiritual strength. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned, Sanjay Prabhu also mentioned that point that Balaram, Bala means strength. But Srila Prabhupada says that Bal is not actually physical strength. Because some rascal might say you need to actually build your body, eat meat and this and that and protein and high shake and that shake. That's not required. Actually, Bala means spiritual strength, and spiritual strength comes from actually spirit soul, So Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatan. So we are the part and parcel of Lord Shri Krishna, We are actually Amsha, is actually part and parcel. So that strength comes from that spirit soul. And Srila Prabhupada actually gave this example, which actually I was thinking that uh, you can see, actually the big Pailwan, or, very a person with a very well-built body, no matter how strong he is, or even if you mental strength, philosophers, scientists, and everyone, as long as actually spirit soul is there in their body, everything is functioning. As soon as spirit soul leaves, you can ask that person, where is your strength? That dead body even doesn't move. Everything is lost. So is that actually strength coming from actually all that, various things and all that? Actually, strength is coming from spirit soul. So Srila Prabhupada says that we have to derive a spiritual strength, and Lord Nityananda, Nityananda Prabhu, if we pray to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we can actually get the strength. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu is very, very dear to Lord Chaitanya. So if you have to receive the mercy of Radha Krishna or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that path goes through Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu actually said, actually, if you go and preach the glories of Lord Gaurang, if you actually go door to door and do this preaching, preaching work, and connect people to Lord Gaurang, then you will become my prana. You will become my life air. So there is no doubt that you will receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So actually, this preaching mode is good. Actually, it doesn't means preaching means even if you actually Srila Prabhupada says that if you chant sincerely, still you can become pure. You can still go back to Godhead, but if you actually preach, you become more dearer to Krishna. So that mood is very important, and we have actually learned that in this program. So Bhagavad Gita, verse chapter 4, verse 34. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Right? So, very famous verse from Bhagavad Gita, but very, very important. Actually, that it explains the importance of the spiritual master guru in our actually devotional path. So without actually guru there is no jnana, and without jnana it's very hard to get out of this material existence. And Srila Prabhupada actually referred to Prahlad Maharaj's instruction, where Prahlad Maharaj mentioned that actually the best thing he has learned from his teacher, is that anybody who has accepted this material world, in Shrimad Bhagavatam, chapter 7, verse 5.5, he says that, O best of asuras, king of the demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body and temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by the anxiety because of having fallen in a dark well where there is no water but only suffering. Now, one should give up this position, go to the forest. One, more clearly, one should go to the Vrindavan, where only Krishna consciousness is prevalent, and should take the shelter of Supreme Personality of God. So it's very basic instructions. We have actually studied this many times, but actually we have to remember this every day. So if you really want to progress, then actually we have to actually recognize the role of spiritual master. And Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev's instructions are very, very important, and that will actually help us, by serving them, we can able to actually get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And once you get the Lord Nityananda mercy, then definitely, Lord Chaitanya will be very, very merciful to you. So that's our ticket to get out of this material existence and anxiety and go back to Godhead. Jai Lord Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Srila Prabhu, very much for a very nice realization. Yes, please. Anyone else would like to go, please?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you, Amrish Prabhu. Thank you, Purnapada Devidasi, and thank you, Krishna Samar Prabhu, for giving us an opportunity to give our realization. Today's, we are talking about the Lord Nityananda's appearance day. I got some realization from Srila Prabhupada's book, some Chaitanya Charitamrita. So 500 years ago, the Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in West Bengal in the role of his own pure devotee, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya is considered the most magnificent incarnation of Godhead because he made love for Krishna very easily, which is very easily he made it very easily available. And chanting of the Maha Mantra, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When Lord Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya, this principle associate in spreading the Krishna consciousness movement was Lord Chaitanya's expansion. In other words, he is non-different from Lord Chaitanya. The same Supreme Lord appear in different forms as Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda to bestow mercy upon the fallen souls of the material world. There's a very nice song sung by Narottam Das Thakur. He urges that Nitai Pada, the lotus feet of the Lord Nityananda, are shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one, but the millions of moons. In this material world, everyone is struggling hard without finding peace. Therefore, if the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter under the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. If one actually wants relief from the struggle and existence, actually wants to extinguish the blazing fire of material pangs, one should take the shelter of Lord Nityananda. Narottam Das Thakur says further, those who accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord Nityananda will very easily approach Radha Krishna. Further, he says anyone who has not contacted in a relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his human birth. Therefore, we should take the advantage of this disciplic succession and the teaching of Srila Prabhupada and the books of Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and be associated with the devotees and try to imbibe this knowledge in our daily life. So in Adilila, Narottam Das, the chapter 13, verse 124, Narottam Das Thakur says, my real reach is Nityananda Prabhu and his lotus feet. His lotus feet and Sri Radha and Krishna. He further says that, oh Lord, kindly give me this opulence. I don't want anything, but I want only the lotus feet as my property. When the devotee develops his love for Nityananda Prabhu, he is freed from all attachment to the material world, and at the time he becomes eligible to understand the Lord's pastime in Vrindavan. Some of the realization I got it from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, which one of the Srila Prabhupada's lecture, where Srila Prabhupada says that, he mentioned about the Krishnananda Kaviraj Goswami's Krishnananda Kaviraj Goswami explains that there are different stages in bhakti and that the highest goal of attainment is prema bhakti, prema, pure love for Godhead. Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Balram who is the first expansion of Krishna, that Nityananda Prabhu is the first expansion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu also feels ecstatic love and intoxicated of such love. He is an expansion of mercy. The word Avtara literally means one who descends. Nityananda Prabhu, along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, descended from our spiritual world, specifically to distribute the mercy. And in doing so, he did not consider who was good or bad, high or low. He saved all who fell down before him. Therefore, he delivered one as Durachara, even sinful or even fallen. In other words, being Durachara is not a disqualification to receive Nityananda's mercy. As long as one has the qualification is Padayatare, one should fall down before him. In other words, one should be humble and be sincere. And one must understand that mostly in this Kali Yuga, most of the people they do the pujas for demigods, and they go to the temple, they go to the Hare Krishna temple, but they have their own motives. But the devotees, they only ask for the mercy of the Lord. And that is, if you stick to the teaching of the Lord Nityananda, Lord Balram, and the Prabhupada's books from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, the messages, then we should really develop our love for Krishna, Radharani, Nityananda Prabhu, and Balaram. Hare Krishna, this is my realization.
Okay, thank you, Arashavarji. Hare Krishna. So, with this, that we are discussing about preaching is essence, in our program. It's very important that we imbibe the mood as we are following the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, as understood in the mood of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. So please, anyone who is preaching should take special efforts to try and understand the mood in which Srila Gurudev are serving Srila Prabhupada, and try to imbibe that mood. It's a very special mood, and that you will understand as you meditate a bit more in the instructions of Srila Gurudev. Following the instructions of Guru Maharaj, we understand the mood of Maharaj and how Maharaj is serving Srila Prabhupada. And we may not be able to understand the mood at all of service to Srila Prabhupada which Guru Maharaj has. But the effort itself is beneficial to us. Don't preach otherwise. Don't preach just, on your own. Of course, you're preaching as per what you're teaching you, but the main important element is that try and understand and follow the mood of preaching, the mood of service of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj to Srila Gurudev. Try to do so. That will be glorious. Okay, thank you. Who would like to go next now? Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for your very nice realizations here. And thank you, Amrish Prabhuji, Pragya Mataji, and Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhuji for giving us this platform to share our realizations. And thank you all the devotees for your lovely association here. Lord Nityananda Transcendental Appearance Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Lord Nityananda, who is the eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the second body of Lord as Balaram is to Krishna. Without Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, it is impossible to attain Krishna Prem. He is the original Guru of all the universes. That's why we always take his shelter when we chant Krishna's name. So always we pray to him that sincerely and lovingly we can chant Krishna's names. Lord Nityananda appeared in Ekchakra Nagari and his parents were Hadai Pandit and Padmavati Mataji. He is very merciful and compassionate towards all the living beings and distributes Krishna's name freely to everyone. Even the most fallen souls like Jagai and Madhai were delivered on his humble request to Lord Chaitanya. When one receives mercy from a Shiksha Guru and starts chanting the holy name, Krishna, this question comes always in mind, what is the purpose of chanting the holy name? Then we come to know our relationship with Krishna, and this is called Sambandh Gyan. Sambandh Gyan refers to establishing one's original relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then the next level is Abhidheya. Abhidheya refers to acting according to that constitutional relationship. And last stage of spiritual advancement is called Prayojana. Prayojana is the ultimate goal of life, which is to develop love of Godhead. If one adheres to the regulative principles under the order of the spiritual master, he very easily achieves the ultimate goal of his life. A person who is addicted to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra very easily gets the opportunity to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. I was just contemplating what is the ultimate goal of all this devotional service which we are trying to do. I remembered what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastatra sanshayah. Translation. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. And there is a very nice purport as well, which I would like to share. In this verse, the importance of Krishna consciousness is stressed. Anyone who quits his body in Krishna consciousness is at once transferred to the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the purest of the pure. Therefore, anyone who is constantly Krishna conscious is also the purest of the pure. The word smaran, remembering, is important. Remembrance of Krishna is not possible for the impure soul who has not practiced Krishna consciousness in devotional service. Therefore, one should practice Krishna consciousness from the very beginning of life. If one wants to achieve success at the end of his life, the process of remembering Krishna is essential. Therefore, one should constantly, incessantly chant the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Lord Chaitanya has advised that one be as tolerant as a tree. Tarorapi Sahishmana. There may be so many impediments for a person who is chanting Hare Krishna. Nonetheless, tolerating all these impediments, one should continue to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that at the end of one's life, one can have the full benefit of Krishna consciousness. Krishna's loving name cannot be remembered at the time of death without the mercy of original Guru Nityananda Prabhu. And as everyone has shared that Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. Basically, Nityananda Prabhu is the original Guru, and all the Gurus, whosoever is preaching, are basically under the guidance of Nityananda Prabhu. So I would also like to share transcendental memo from Srila Gurudev's calendar, which says, please always remember that the goal of our human existence is to become pure devotee of the Lord Krishna. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam, and distribute the same to whoever we meet. Rest all activities are, and rather should be, the byproducts of this unflinching devotion. And as Amrish Prabhu always stresses out, that the special mood of our loving Gurudev is that preaching should go on in any of the circumstances. Prabhuji has always followed this rule, and he has actually advised us all to do the preaching. This helps us to progress in our devotional service and to purify our existence. So the goal of life, which is to love Krishna and do his loving devotional service, it's achieved only when we sincerely do our devotional service and follow all the rules and regulations which our Srila Gurudev has actually given us. So that is my realization. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mother. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna, for a nice realization. Yes, who'd like to go next now? Very nice, very nice. Nectar is coming now. I like very much when devotees do the extra work, doing festival, not as physical, but shastric work also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Amrish Prabhu, for organizing this program. I have prepared very small realization. Thank you very much, all the devotees, for sharing your your thoughts. So, Shri Lord Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. So, so as we know that the Lord Nityananda is the Guru Tattva, is the original spiritual of master, and all gurus represent Nityananda Prabhu, and there is no bound to Lord Nityananda's mercy. As we sing every day in our Mangalarati, Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi, Dhayans tuams tasya Yasya Sri Sandhya, Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam. So, as by the mercy of spiritual master, one is benedicted by the mercy of Krishna. Without the grace of spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. So it's very important to serve our spiritual master very nicely, so we can obtain the extreme causeless mercy of Lord Nityananda and to progress in Krishna consciousness. So today, as we already celebrated the Lord Nityananda's appearance day, but I'll just say happy Lord Nityananda appearance, belated happy Lord Nityananda appearance to everyone. And thank you, Prabhuji, once again for this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Lord Nityananda Mahajan Bhagwan's National Appearance Day ki jai.
Oh, it's muted, I think.
Thank you very
Is
much.
it?
Hare Krishna. Now, we could hear you, Mother. Hare Krishna. We could hear you. No problem.
Hare Krishna, devotees. Jai, Lord Nityananda's Transcendental Appearance Day Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Lord Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your very nice realizations and sharing of the wonderful pastimes of Lord Nityananda. So there is one prayer which is sung in Mayapur Dham every day in the morning. And in that, the Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Karo More. So in that, the third verse is Lord Nityananda's reference there, saying, second, I'm just getting. So it says, Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhe Kripa Bala Kanapai Ami Baro Dukhe. So the name of Lord Nityananda is Nitya Ananda. It's always blissful. And the prayer is saying that, my dear Lord Nityananda, you are always joyful in spiritual bliss. Since you always appear very happy, I have come to you because I am most unhappy. If you kindly put your glance over me, then I may also become happy. And this prayer is sung every day. And this prayer is one of my favorite prayers. It's just an amazing prayer. And I have said this, but I'm just going to say this again, that the very first time when I heard the names, I was aware of, when I was young, I was aware of the names of Lord Krishna, and I had never heard about Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I had never heard about Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And the very first time when I heard these prayers, it was completely electrifying. I cannot explain in any words whatsoever the effect and the power that it had on me. And I went really like a mad person, like a crazy person, trying to search where I can find this beautiful, beautiful prayers. I've told the story, so I'm not going to repeat the story again. But now, after trying to be in Krishna consciousness, after so many years, I can understand the impact that had on me because of the power of those beautiful, beautiful names of Lord Gauranga and Lord Nityananda and the Panchatattva. So we every day chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and before and after we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we also chant the Panchatattva mantra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. And why do we do this? We do this because one of the reasons we do this is because we may commit offenses while chanting the names of Lord Krishna, while chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And because we are in this material existence and we are trying to still live in this material existence and trying to perform our devotional service, we are not bereft of committing the offenses. And by chanting Lord, the Panchatattva Mahamantra, the Panchatattva mantra, we can reduce our offenses, or it gives us some solace from the offenses that we are committing. So such is the power of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name and Lord Nityananda Prabhu's name. There is a mention that once there was a Brahmana and he questioned Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was very, very attached to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he was questioning about Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Why is Lord Nityananda showing this ecstatic symptoms? Why is he wearing all this golden ornaments, decorating himself like that? But he was inquiring this, and all the pastimes of the Lord always happen so we can derive some benefit from that. So in that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained that, I'm just going to actually read. Listen, my dear Brahmana, faults or defects do not affect an exalted person. Material piety and sin, which arise from the good and evil of this world, cannot exist within my unalloyed devotees, who, being free from material hankering, maintain steady spiritual consciousness in all circumstances. Indeed, such devotees have achieved me, the Supreme Lord, who am beyond anything that can be conceived by material intelligence. Just as water does not touch a lotus leaf, no falls touch Nityananda Swarup. O Brahmana, know that Krishna Chandra eternally resides in Nityananda's body. Those disregarding an exalted person will suffer miseries and reap sinful reactions. The Puranas say that if anyone other than Lord Shiva drinks poison, he will surely die. So here, the importance I felt was that, as mentioned earlier by devotees also, that Lord Nityananda is, original spiritual master. Also incarnation of Lord Balram. As Lord Balram came along with Lord Krishna, as Lakshmana came with Lord Ram, so did Lord Nityananda come with Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I read this because I felt that sometimes there can be doubts in the minds of anyone, and Shastra always gives us the praman to clear these doubts, and so then we can focus, and we can focus on the important questions rather than on the unimportant questions and go in the wrong direction. So I think this is very important to know, that there is no doubt. There are so many references by Srila Prabhupada also saying that Lord Nityananda is the incarnation of Lord Balram and Lakshman. And then what is the one quality that comes to my mind when I always think about Lord Balram or Lakshman or Lord Nityananda Prabhu, is that they're almost not different from Krishna. Their whole existence is only and only for serving Lord Krishna. And this is the thing that I feel is the most important. If, for example, when I compare myself, I feel like, we have a life which is, okay, I'm doing this and then I'm doing this. So we compartmentalize. And there is no compartmentalization there. Everything is only and only about Krishna. Everything is only and only about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is one lesson that I feel personally to derive from the life of Lord Nityananda. And then how do I approach Lord Nityananda? He is very merciful. He's just, the incarnation was just, they appeared only 500 years ago. If I will consider ourselves very fortunate that we are still in this generation where we can hear that Lord Nityananda appeared just 500 years ago. And we can take the benefit. When it becomes 10,000 years ago, it becomes different. Like Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. It's a little distant sometimes. And they appeared only for delivering fallen souls like us. So here is the thing. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Ham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayasmi ma suchaha. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing love of Krishna mercifully, like completely magnanimously. And are we able to take that benefit directly? And the answer here is very clear, no. We have to approach a spiritual master. And we have to approach a spiritual master. You have to approach Lord Nityananda. You have to approach Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, only through Lord Nityananda Mahaprabhu. So that is so important. Their importance is so important. Coming back on that point where the Brahmana was asking and had doubts and about Lord Nityananda, and Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was explaining, there is an example given there that when this is just, I'm just thinking, what is the take for me? And for me, the take is there is a offense, in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And the offense is to blaspheme the devotees who've dedicated their lives for the propagation of the holy names of the Lord. And to blaspheme any Vaishnava, that is the biggest, it's considered as the biggest sin. So how do I know who is a Vaishnava and who is not a Vaishnava? So we consider everybody as a Vaishnava. That is the easiest thing. Then you don't blaspheme anyone. And why it is so important, the example is given of the 6 sons of Devaki Mata who were born and who were killed by Kamsa at their birth. And the sin they committed was in that when Lord Brahma was he deviated, and he was in the past time saying that he was lusty. They laughed at him. That was a sin that was committed, and because of that they had to take this birth, and then they were sent down to the planet of Bali Maharaj, where then Krishna went and Lord Balram went and got them back on the request of Devaki Mata. So such is the sin of offending a spiritual master. And I think even to put it in perspective, personally, I feel that everybody that we learn from in that way is a Shiksha Guru to us. So we have to be very, very careful of our behavior. This is personally, I am saying for myself that that is one very important instruction that I'm taking on board. So we have to be very, very careful of not being offensive to Vaishnavas and to especially who we are taking learning from. The other thing I would like to also say is that all the songs that the Vaishnava songs that are related to Lord Nityananda are just so beautiful. I remember the very famous one, Nadia Godru mein Nityananda Mahajan. So also this is mentioned by our previous acharyas, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, that this marketplace is opened and Lord Nityananda is selling, Krishna's name. So only one who owns can actually sell something or give something, So the position of the devotee is that they don't want to own, but they own by their service. And Krishna also promises one thing, that you cannot approach me directly, but you can always approach me through my devotees. And there will be, there is no guarantee that if you approach Krishna directly, you will actually be able to serve him. But if you approach Krishna through his devotees, you'll definitely be able to serve him. So it's like a recommendation, when you want to serve someone and then you know that there is someone who is very near and dear to them and they will listen to that near and dear person, then why not? That is the recommended path. So in that spirit, I just pray at the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, and our dear, great divine grace, His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada, at their lotus feet, that somehow or the other, in this lifetime, we can understand the immense value of the preaching that they have done to lift fallen souls like myself, and somehow we can distribute this Krishna Prem to every town and village in the same mood as Lord Nityananda, without any prejudice, without any judgment, without any consideration, without any qualification whatsoever. Just distributing out of mercy. But the mercy is flowing from them, and we are just the via medium. Just praying that we all in Hare Krishna we can together be used in that service, because whether we do it or not, Krishna consciousness is going to spread over the next 10,000 years. So the only prayer is that somehow or the other, let us be a part of that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Okay, who would like to, anyone remaining to lead us program?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, all the devotees, for very nice Lord Nityananda Prabhu's realizations. The expansion of Lord Balram, Lord Nityananda, is the unlimited root of the tree of devotional service, and is the absolute truth, and disperse the influence of the age of Kali Yuga by chanting the holy name of Lord Hari. And he removes the false ego born from the ocean of material life. Lord Nityananda Prabhu raised his arm, says, please constantly chant the name of Lord Hari. If we do this, we'll become free from the cycle of the birth and death. Lord Nityananda Prabhu travels on every path and singing and dancing and repeating the name of Lord Hari and spreading the name of Lord Hari and requesting all of us, everybody in his time, that please chant the Hari name. So I realized that how Lord Nityananda Prabhu spreaded Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, he was the spread it in a way that it just spread so much of love for the Harinam, and it's still going on. As Mataji said, that it was just happened like 500 years ago, and we are in this era, we are in this Kali Yuga. We are so fortunate that we have so much opportunities to chant this name of Lord Hari. May the lotus feet of the Lord Nityananda continuously appear in the heart of devotees. And we just keep on feeling so fortunate to take the benefit of this name of Lord Hari. So I just realized that from my heart that we are, how it's so fortunate for us to grab this opportunity among the devotees and spread the name of Lord Hari. Even if we won't be doing it, it will be spreaded over the next 10,000 years, as Mother said that. But we should, we are so fortunate that we are part of this moment. So that's my realization. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mother. Hare Krishna. Okay. We will just wait for 10 more seconds if anyone else would like to share. We want to repeat from the latest program. You want to add some more? Please feel free. Okay. Hare Krishna, the last one there. Thank you very much. Very nice, wonderful devotees for sharing your realizations. And as I say that it is my inner wish that, we share from what we study rather than do a quick Google search and speak from what is readily available. That's not how it is, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, deluded by three modes of material nature, the goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. This is chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita, Knowledge of the Absolute, verse number 13. Tribhir gunamaye bhave ebhihi sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya param avyayam. So here Krishna is saying that deluded by the three modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world doesn't know me, who am above the modes inexhaustible. So here Krishna is saying that he doesn't know. People do not know Krishna only because he is not in this material world. He is above the three modes of material nature. And we all are victims of the three modes of material nature because we got the body. The body interacts with the three modes of material nature. So to understand Krishna, we have to go above the three modes of material nature. Now, how to do so? Because it is said, Krishna says it's impossible to go above the three modes of material nature. It's not possible. He's saying the divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of nature, material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. It's the very next step, next verse, 14, 7:14. So those who surrendered unto Krishna, they can easily overcome it. Otherwise, it is impossible to overcome the three modes of material nature. How do we know that we can overcome it? We may call ourselves surrendered. You see, this is a predicament that we have, where on one side we are till neck deep or fully deep, we are the material modes of material nature, three modes of material nature. And we cannot overcome it to understand Krishna. To overcome Krishna, to overcome the three modes of material nature, we have to depend upon somebody who is liberated, who is not under the three modes of material nature. See? Now that personality is Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the original, who's Lord Balaram, as what is our shared nicely. Lord Balaram, or Lord Nityananda Prabhu, when Lord Balaram came as Lord Nityananda Prabhu, was a devotee of Krishna, as a Chaitanya. He is known as Avadhut. He came in the position of an Avadhut. Avadhut is also called, in ordinary sense, to people who do not understand spiritual values, they think he's a madman. Because you don't know what this person will do. You cannot figure out his position, his thinking. So that's the reason why the Avadhut part of Lord Nityananda, people could not understand. And so also of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But more so of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. But ultimately, he is here to shower the blessings of Krishna Prem on everybody. And as a devotee of Krishna during Jagai Madhai episode, as devotees have discussed, that when the devotees have been insulted, Lord Chaitanya were ready to kill them, Jagai and Madhai. And asked for Sudarshan to come and kill. But it was Lord Nityananda who reminded Lord Chaitanya about his mission. He said, we can't do this. You may kill these two people, my dear Lord. But the whole world is full of Jagai and Madhai. How many would you kill? You've come to deliver. So there's no question of killing. That is the reason why it is mentioned by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur that in this age, this Kali Yuga, at the end of Kali Yuga, Kalki avatar is going to come of Krishna. And this incarnation of Kalki is where it is mentioned that in the Shastra that people are so fallen that they cannot even understand what is God. To think about following the principles of Godhead is impossible. So we just come and kill everybody. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that in this age, Kalki avatar will not come. This special age, because Mahaprabhu had appeared. And the chanting of the holy name is going to be purifying everyone. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. And that's the reason why he came with his associate Lord Nityananda Prabhu to deliver all of us and future generations. Excuse me. No cycle of birth and death. Excuse me. So always remember one thing. A genuine guru is always a guru. Not when a disciple accepts. When the disciple accepts as a guru, becomes a guru. But he's always a guru. And they want to, it is up to us to accept somebody as a guru, as a disciple. And you are already a disciple to that guru. And that is our position. That's our preaching. As a Bhagavad Vidhi. Anyone who sincerely follows the programs already initiated. In the service of Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, in the service mood of Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj to Srila Prabhupada. All of it. But still, if you want to, you can please free to get the Diksha anywhere you want to go. So we cannot say that Bhagavad Vidhi it is recommended, it is allowed. It is nothing new. The Pancharadhika Vidhi is different situation. So all of us are very fortunate. The more the age deteriorates, the more lenient the acharyas become, the deities become, the authorities become. Imagine this, I mean, whom do you trust in this age? Whom do you put your trust in this age? So many have been cheated so many times. So even then, if you want to become Krishna conscious, it's a big thing. So that's the reason why our authorities are very, very blissful. Acharya. They're blessing everybody. You're already there. Continue. Don't worry about all this. Minor things. Prabhupada said the same thing. So, Lord Nityananda is Avadhut. His blessings are for everybody. Without restrictions. No restrictions. And we are supremely fortunate that we come in touch with Srila Prabhupada's teachings, which are going to be relevant for next 10,000 years. So, as devotees have mentioned, we must take advantage of this. This is how we can purify our existence. And the holy name will bestow the blessings on us of Krishna Prem, if Krishna allows it. And it cannot be done through a stamp. Only if you do this, Krishna will give you, the best of his holy name, his Prem, No, it cannot be. Endeavor should be done by devotees. Blessings are given by the Lord. And the parampara are there. The moment you are touching the teachings of the parampara, you are in parampara. The purport of parampara is very important. It cannot be dogmatically construed and followed. It's not going to work that way. It will not work that way. We cannot be restrictive. We have to be inclusive. Only then every town and village will be achieved. See? Otherwise, how will you achieve every town and village? Moment you put restrictions, how will you achieve? Restrictions on preaching, restriction on this, restriction on that, doesn't worry about it. It will not achieve. Defeats the purpose. So, we are already blessed. Anyone who chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is already blessed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Already blessed. If you do not know what to do in any circumstances, any situation, any mantras you don't remember, chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Whether you have love of God or don't have love of God, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. This is the instruction of Lord Nityananda in the service of Srila Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu says, nobody can achieve me without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So please, it is very, very important. Amar Agnar Guru Hana Tara Edesh. Jare Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. On my order, become a guru and preach Krishna consciousness to the whole world wherever you are. Mahaprabhu has said this. Why would say it otherwise? Why would he say Amar Agnar? Means on my authority. People will ask you, whose authority are you preaching? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's authority. That's it. Bas. You're following Prabhupada like this. You're following Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj in the mood of service of Srila Prabhupada like this. That's it. No complication. This has to be understood very clearly. Amar Agnar Guru Hoya. He did not say this Agnar or that Agnar. No. Moment restriction comes, break the restrictions. Go away from the restrictions. No restrictions. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu freed up the holy name to the whole world, whole universe, universes. Srila Prabhupada preached it to the whole world. And that's why he took pains to write the books. That's why Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has written and said, you must write books. If you got any money, anytime you got any money, please print books. This is what he said. Whenever you got time, whenever you got money, you print books. So just see how much the acharyas have thought about the karuna, they had this karuna and thought about future generations to come. Then how can you restrict? Only if you do this, you are a devotee. Only if you do that, you are a devotee. No, you chant Hare Krishna, you are a devotee. Mahaprabhu never said any of these things. moment you are following the Sampradaya, you are Sampradaya. Sampradaya is exclusive, yes, but it's inclusive to everybody. Anyone who follows it, Sampradaya. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada took initiation from his guru from the photo. He was not even present there physically. Just see. Sampradaya had to be continued. So please be very careful. Be sincere, and Lord Nityananda, be completely dependent upon Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Nityananda will protect us if he so pleases. He will surely do. So I would like to conclude by this prayer again. We have discussed prayed this prayer before also. I would also like to do this prayer to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Just the 12 names of Lord Nityananda Prabhu by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya ki jai. Shri Nityanando Avadhutendu Vasudha Prana Vallabha Janavi Jivitapatihi Krishna Prema Pradaha Prabhu Padmavati Sutaha Shriman Sachinandana Purvajaha Bhavonmatto Jagat Tatra Rakta Gaura Kalevaraha Shri Nityananda Chandrasya Namadvadasakam Shubham Ya idam pratyaham prataha prati utthaya pathe naraha saklesha rahito bhutva prapnuyat svamanoratham turnam chaitanya devasya karuna bhajanam bhavet Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Jai Shri Lord Nityanand Mahajan Bhagwan ki Jai Shri Lord Nityanand Mahajan Bhagwan Sponsor Appearance Day Program ki Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anyone like to say anything or want to have any questions? Please feel free. Okay, Hare Krishna. So with this, we conclude today's program. And we'll now sing Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us. Whose turn is it today to sing? Is it my turn? Looks like it is my turn.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Who's saying this? Oh, Navina ji. Hare Krishna, Navina ji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Bol. It's your turn. Very nice. Okay, come nicely and sing with nice actions. Okay, we'll follow you. 1, 2, 3. Start.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If our room is clean,
If our room is clean,
then our mind is clean.
then our mind is clean.
If our mind is clean,
If our mind is clean,
we can do anything.
we can do anything.
If our room is dirty,
If our room is dirty,
then so are we.
then so are we.
And if we are dirty,
And if we are dirty,
we're not happy.
we're not happy.
Wasting time
Wasting time
is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time
Because wasted time
means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best use your time
So best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you're in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
If your wealth is gone,
If your wealth is gone,
then there's nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
But if your health is gone,
If your health is gone,
that's a different song.
that's a different song.
But if your character dies,
But if your character dies,
then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Only saintly behavior
Only saintly behavior
lets humanity thrive.
lets humanity thrive.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We must always remember Krishna.
We must always remember Krishna
And never forget him too.
and never forget him too.
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question.
And here is the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely.
So listen very closely
And make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
If something's due tomorrow,
If something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
finish it today.
And whatever's due today,
And whatever's due today,
do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
If your friends might be lazy,
But if your friends might be lazy,
No. It's not if your parents might be lazy. Your parents should have corrected you. They should not repeat like this. Say, your friends might be lazy.
your friends might be lazy or doing bad things.
and doing bad things.
But you think again,
But you think again,
don't follow them,
don't follow them,
and you will win the end.
and you will win the end.
Whatever work you are doing.
Whatever work we given,
Whatever work we given,
we do our very best.
we do our very best.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live, to work and to play. If you learn to live this way, we'll see Krishna every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. If we learn to live this way, we'll see Krishna every day.
And when the time is up, he'll take himself above. We'll sing and dance with him with our hearts full of love.
And when our time is up, he'll take us up above. We'll sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
So chant Krishna's names, his glories and his fame. It's the only way this world will ever become sane.
So chant Krishna's names, his holy and his fame. It's the only way this world will ever become sane.
Now please ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question
And find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest clue.
You can only remember Krishna
You can only remember Krishna
if Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai.
जय जोड़ने श्री महाविष्णु गोस्वामी महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। लॉर्ड नित्यानंद महाजन Transcendental Day Realisations program की जय। गौर चंद्र प्रेमानंदे।
Hare Bol.
All Guru Sura assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All Guru Sura assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All Guru Sura assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories to Lotus Feet of Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga ki jai. Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gurudev ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya ki Samasta Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami ki Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya ki Samasta Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami ki Namine. Namo Saraswati Devi Gauranga ki Namine. Very nice. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for a wonderful program today. With this, we conclude today's program. Krishna willing, we'll see you next week. Same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.